Something for real. Michael Nakazawa. We're ready to go? We're ready to go. Bow! Bow! Ugh, that's too much. Wow! Wow! Let's go, baby. Welcome, everyone, listeners at home, to episode 7 of the Wow Podcast with yours truly, JBG, John Guarin. I just want to jump right into it, jump straight to it. This past Sunday was Stomping Ground, which is a WWE pay-per-view that featured Seth Rollins as the main event and her man, Becky Lynch, as the opener. Truth be told, man, so my wrestling watching schedule isn't as hectic as it used to be. I gave up watching Raw and SmackDown a long time ago. So for me to catch up on wrestling, I guess, I just go on the subreddit called Squared Circle. I just watch the GIFs that the good old folks there, super fast with the GIFs, but what I'm trying to say is I don't follow the storylines in WWE. I just watch the matches. I see it for their quality. Don't take this as a fuck WWE thing, but I didn't watch Stomping Ground. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, John, why are you going to review Stomping Ground if you didn't watch it? Listen, man. First of all, this is the first pay-per-view that I missed actually watching live. Usually I watch WWE pay-per-views either by myself or with my homies, but something came up and I honestly totally forgot that there was a WWE pay-per-view this past Sunday. And that was kind of shocking to me, but as soon as I got home, I actually went on the WWE network, watched the finishes, and here I'm going to talk about it. I didn't really watch the matches. I just watched the finishes, just like I just literally said. So first match, opening match. I didn't watch the, I did not know Drew Gulak won the Cruiserweight title. That's fucking dope. I didn't watch the finish to that because that wasn't part of the main show. I only watched the finishes for the main show. First opener, fucking Miss Becky Lynch, the man, Becky Lynch, the Irish lass kicker. Actually, no, that's her old gimmick, sorry. The Raw Women's Champion opening it up with Lacey Evans, and I thought the finish was I mean, I don't understand what they're doing with Lacey Evans, man. I've been reading on the subreddit that some people actually like her as a heel. But if I remember correctly, she just kept doing this thing where her entrance would start and she would walk out. And then finally she attacked Becky Lynch. But god damn, I don't know how WWE is doing it. Honestly, like, why is it that Lacey Evans, she keeps losing? Why does she keep losing? I don't understand. Like, I feel like she's annoying, similar to how, well, not even similar, because Vicky Guerrero is way more annoying, but she's not a threat, you know? She's as much of a threat in a match as a Baron Corbin, for example. In kayfabe, of course. A Baron Corbin or a Drew McIntyre, which, my God, I'll get to that later. So I like the finish. I mean, I didn't expect Lacey Evans to take the belt off of Becky, especially this early, you know? And they made Becky lose the SmackDown Women's Champion to Charlotte, and Bayley just got that. So I don't think they're going to take the championship off her. Becky is still hot. I'm actually surprised that Becky's still getting these amazing pops from the crowd, so that's good for her. Next match on the night was Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus 2/3 of the New Day. So I was actually kind of excited when I saw this match because I know that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have a history of working together as a tag team back in their independent days. I was kind of watching how they were going to play out the match, and from the clips I saw, it was good. I started watching off of the hot tag from Big E, and there were some good sequences there. I like the fact that fucking Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn did a haluva kick, pop-up, sit-up powerbomb combo That was really, really dope. And I thought it was over at that point. I honestly thought it was done skis at that point. Big E with the fucking body save, just bodies Kevin Owens away from Xavier Woods. But I like the fact that they won, although, I don't know, man. I don't know why they had this match. I guess they attacked Kofi. I know Kevin Owens was feuding with Kofi for a little bit there, taking his opportunity and whatnot. But, I mean, it doesn't make sense, to be honest with you. Again, I haven't been following the storyline, so who am I to fucking talk, right? Who am I to judge? But the match itself, the finish was good, the pop was good. I like the finish. Ricochet versus Samoa Joe. So I was kind of slowly skipping to this just to see the spots, and I saw that Samoa Joe was kind of kicking his ass a little bit there, and I like the reaction. The finish was meh. You know, it was. I'm not a big fan of these take their time finishes where the person usually has a finish from the top rope and they take their sweet ass time, you know, I guess selling it and being slower, but come on, just finish the match. He's right there, man. He's gonna counter you in kayfabe. So I don't know, I didn't like the finish too much, but how can I be mad at a 630? You know what I mean? How can you be mad at a 630 from King Ricochet, from Prince Puma himself? You know, from WWE's Will Ospreay. Cannot be mad at that. It seemed like Ricochet's reaction was almost, that's not fair to say, it was very genuine. You know, I can see that he grew up watching wrestling, and this was something that, like, holy shit, I'm finally the U.S. champ. And I can tell that meant so much to him. I can feel it from him, whether or not it was worked or it was a shoot. The energy that he gave after that match was really good. So props to King Ricochet. I want to see where he goes from here. There was weird backstage segments after that. It seems like he won the WWE title, but he didn't. People were clapping for him. I don't know what they're going to make of that, but we'll see. Tag Team Championship. Daniel Bryan versus Eric Rowan, defeating Heavy Machinery. To be honest with you, I don't even remember the finish of this match. I bet it was just some Daniel Bryan pinning someone. I don't remember the finish of this match. Sorry, I wasn't, it was very late at night. I was tired. I was also stoned. So please, this is actually quite embarrassing that I can't remember the finish of this match. But all I know is Daniel Bryan won that match. Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan. I'm so sorry. This is super embarrassing. Whatever. Fuck it. Let's keep it rolling. SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley defeating Alexa Bliss. I saw that the finish was Nikki Cross, kind of. I don't know why Nikki Cross went. Okay, it didn't make sense because Alexa Bliss had the prime spot to do the what does she call it now? She called it the Sparkle Splash before. Twisted Bliss. She was setting her up for the Twisted Bliss. Alexa Bliss was already on the top rope, but for some reason Nikki Cross came in. I don't know why. So that caused enough of a distraction for Bayley to pick up, Bayley, and defeating Alexa Bliss. I don't know if they're trying to say that Nikki is, gonna backstab Alexa someday. Like, that was kind of a sneak, not a heel turn, but sneakily preventing Alexa from winning the championship. Who knows? I mean, it's WWE. I bet they won't even do anything with the story. But, yeah, people were hating on the Bayley to belly hug, man. The Bayley to belly slam. I think it really matters who sells. The Bayley to belly, you really gotta whip your legs to make it seem like it's good. I think what Bayley should do is instead of just grabbing them and belly to belly slamming them, I think she should whip them up the ropes and then get that. So someone mentioned on Reddit that if it had the spine buster kind of lift and then slam, it would look more impressive. So I think one way to improve that would be toss her in the ropes, and then Bayley needs to do something, man. Bayley needs to arch her back, do something to make the move look more devastating, because Bayley's frame isn't the biggest frame, and Alexa Bliss is a small lady already, a small woman. So if it didn't look impressive then, just imagine on bigger people, right? Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Okay, I'm tired of Roman Reigns, but I'm also past the booing him part. I'm more concerned about Drew McIntyre, man. Drew McIntyre is, my God, if you look at that man, he is a specimen. He is a main eventer. He's a top guy. His Claymore kick is just amazing. I love his Claymore kick. But why does he keep losing, man? It's not even like to Roman Reigns. He just keeps on losing. He lost at WrestleMania, right? Did he lose in the last paper? I'm sure he just lost every single time. And why is he always the fucking lackey for these people? First, it was Baron Corbin. Oh, no. First, it was Dolph Ziggler. They were a tag team, but we both know they weren't a tag team. It was almost just like Dolph trying to carry Drew, and then Baron Corbin took Drew in, so then Drew became Baron's lackey, and then now he's a henchman of Shane McMahon. Like, why do we keep making Drew McIntyre the enforcer or the muscle of a heel? Like, my God, let that man be the head person and have lackeys. Why is Shane McMahon the leader of this? I understand kayfabe, woo, boss the son, whatever. But Drew McIntyre's money, bro. Fucking, he's being wasted. He's fucking being wasted. Kofi Kingston, Dolph Ziggler. I tried to watch that match. I was skimming through it. That was a dope finish. A new definition for a suicide dive. I've never seen a suicide dive win a match. Have you guys seen a suicide dive win a match? No, I don't think so, motherfuckers. That was dope. It was a bit of a slow. There's something about Dolph Ziggler, man. His matches are, I bet it's well-paced for Vinnie Mac in the back, but it's too slow for me, man. I like that late match New Japan pacing. New Japan pacing isn't the greatest either. It's very slow at the beginning to cook the match. You gotta build that heat, you know? I get that, but sometimes, man, it's just too slow for me. I like that good 15-minute match. But anyways, they had some decent spots there. I like the battling for the cage door. That's something new that I haven't seen in a while, and they kept doing it. I like that was the finish. I like the creativity of like, no, I'm going to get out. Like, oh, no, I'm going to get out. And there were times where Dolph Ziggler, was it Dolph Ziggler or was it? Oh, it was Kofi. Kofi hit Dolph, I think, with the Trouble in Paradise, and it sent him flying towards, actually, no. It was, I think, Dolph Ziggler who sent, I'm pretty sure either or did it, but they were sent flying towards the door, and that was a good kind of like, oh, he could escape right now, but it was so dope. I didn't see it coming that Kofi Kingston was going to do that suicide dive spot. That was brilliant. I like that finish. Kofi still has traction. Hey, holy shit. The build for Kofi in WrestleMania, I thought that was the payoff, and after that, he can lose the championship. Because for me, I like stories that end, and it's hard when, for example, so Kofi's build ended, but now he's building up his WWE title reign. It started off as, I'm open to all challengers, but I guess now he's feuding with people. I want to see him feud with Randy Orton. Now, the reason why I say that is because they have history, so there's already kind of a story there. We'll see. It's WWE. And then finally, the main event. Seth Rollins, burn it down, baby! Versus the Raw general manager, Baron Corbin. No longer the lone wolf, the Raw's general waiter, Baron Corbin. Lost to Seth Rollins this weekend. Fucking Lacey Evans was the guest referee, hey? I thought that was good because people were expecting, first of all, a male wrestler. Two, they were expecting Brock Lesnar after Heyman was interviewed by Charlie Caruso in the back. So people were like, oh shit, it has to be Lesnar because they've been teasing it. But I guess the story that they want to go with, and I watched Monday Night Raw last night. No, I didn't. That's a fucking lie. I just watched the GIFs on Reddit. They're building towards a 2-on-2 mixed tag match. Apparently that's going to be the main event. That kind of sucks. They should make it Extreme Rules. But I mean, like, we all know who's going over on that one. So I don't get I don't get, like, unless they make Baron and Lacey go over, but why would they go over? Like, would they? Because we all know at SummerSlam is either when Brock's gonna cash in or Brock's gonna challenge for the title. I don't know if they're gonna make him do that. It's entirely possible. It's Brock Lesnar, right? He can challenge. He can be the Universal title or champion and the Money in the Bank holder. That's kind of embarrassing, but I don't know. Who fucking knows, right? Who really fucking knows? Yeah, so that was a good finish. I like the fact that they kind of wasn't being super duper obvious at first that so they've had plenty of special guest referees before, and there have been times where the finish was still kind of like the guy who was against the ref wins through a pinfall. I like that they didn't waste that at the start. I like the fact that they explored everything. Like, for example, when Baron Corbin could have been counted out, boom, Lacey Evans goes, this is a no count out match. I like that. I fucking like that. When Baron Corbin was using the chair and he could have been DQ'd, I like the fact that she went no DQ. So it's very obvious that she sided with Baron, but I like the story that they told. That was actually a very good match. I like the ending with Becky Lynch coming because essentially she was letting Seth Rollins. So I like how it started with Seth Rollins supposed to be getting the pin, but Lacey just deliberately go 1, 2, and then nope. Finally, when she low blowed Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch comes because the crowd was cheering for Becky the entire match. Because at any point in time, she could have came out. I was hoping she was going to come out from under the ring because that would have been hilarious. But yeah, no, she comes in, guns a-blazing, bow, bow, bow. Another ref comes in, 1, 2, 3, done. I like that. I like that ending. I like how they did that. That was dope. Yeah. So yeah, that was Stomping Ground. I spent a total of 45 minutes watching the finishes. I don't know, man. Overall, I heard from people that the pay-per-view was good. Judging from the finishes and the reaction of the crowd from the Tacoma Dome, I think out of 5, it was a good 3 to 3.5 star pay-per-view. Like I said, I didn't watch it, so get mad at me all you want. But from the finishes, and I've been watching wrestling for a long fucking time, okay? I know if a match is good depending on the crowd reaction towards the finish of the match. For example, Ricochet Shimojo, not too much, just judging from the reaction. I bet they had some good spots, but overall, I bet it was just an okay match. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, 3.5 out of 5, 3 out of 5, better than WrestleMania still. No, I'm kidding. I'm just fucking with you guys. Fuck. I need to pee. I'll be right back. Fuck. I need to pee. I'll be right back. Fuck. Jesus. Hello. All right. Back, baby. Back from the pee. So I just... nice. So yeah, that was my review of Stomping Ground. Moving along, I want to talk about the state of WWE, man. Fuck. Ever since AEW came out, man, like, people have been super negative on WWE, which is fair, but at the same time, it was almost too coincidental. Well, not too coincidental. All right. It's just, I guess there's more emphasis that WWE is now on a very steep decline. Like, it's been in a decline for a long time now, and I'm not saying anything new here. But I've never heard of, for example, one of the things I read is that they were giving away free tickets for the pay-per-view before the pay-per-view. So I think I read that Tacoma Dome can sit 11,000 people, and WWE only sold like 4,000 to 4,500 tickets, which is insane, hey? Compare that to the hypeness that is AEW, which is not a fair comparison because new, old, yada, yada, yada. But if WWE is this wrestling giant of a company, why is it this bad? I don't know if it's that bad. I'm not in the business of wrestling. I don't have my own wrestling company, but I don't know if that's bad. The entire hard cam side was blocked off. The entire side of the arena. Just, that's insane. That's insane. From seeing all the pictures, I was like, holy shit. How can Vince McMahon keep going on his ways? I mean, I'm not here to say, oh, I think this is the change, because it's not fair. I'm not going to disrespect wrestling like that. I'm not going to disrespect wrestling like that and tell them how they can better their product, because who the fuck am I, right? But I am a fan, and I am the one invested in this. And man, WWE is struggling and has been struggling for years. Since they made Raw 3 hours, since then, they've really struggled to keep fans engaged. There's only, I feel that the community of wrestling fans that still watch Raw and SmackDown, part of it is to hate on it, much like any other medium. But man, part of it is just part of that crowd. It's tough, man. It's making it hard and hard for them to keep watching week by week. And I feel like the only reason why they watch week by week is because it's part of their habit, you know? They probably just put it on the background and do whatever they need to do, because it's crazy, man. I cannot imagine a lot of people sitting for 3 hours for Raw. I really cannot. I really cannot, because I personally do not even know anyone who watches Raw live. I don't know anyone. I don't think I do. But yeah, it's sad, man. Like, first, the ratings, right? The ratings have been going down for a long time. Meltzer has been saying repeatedly how this has been the worst time in WWE in terms of ratings. And I think he's saying that because subsequently, WWE also has one of the best locker rooms right now. My God, how can you even dispute that? Shouts out to Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish, man. But that's some undisputed air shit. Like, my God, not counting NXT, okay? Because NXT is Papa H's. They had Shinsuke, bro. They had Shinsuke. Where the fuck is Shinsuke? Shinsuke, they have fucking Rusev, they have fucking Cesaro, they have Aleister Black, they have Bray Wyatt, they used to have Jon Moxley, they have Seth Rollins, they have Daniel Bryan, and they have new up-and-coming stars like Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali. Fuck, man. Like, you can even make the New Day go singles. All three of them go singles. Because of this wild card fucking rule, have Big E challenge for the U.S. title. I don't fucking know, man. Have Xavier Woods, because it'll be hilarious, right? Think about it like this. What if fucking the New Day, right, was like, yo, Xavier Woods, you need a championship. And then they make him cut to 205, right? And they have these series of montages where Woods is trying to cut weight to 205. And, you know, it'd be nice. It'd be good. Dude, Austin Creed with the Cruiserweight Championship, right? It basically looks like the no, it doesn't look like the up, down, down championship. I can't disrespect the up, down, down championship by comparing it to the CW championship. You know what I mean? That ain't me, dog. That ain't me. Shouts out to up, down, down, Xavier Woods, Austin Creed, my man. If this podcast blows up, I swear to God, please have me on. I would love to meet you and play games with you. My God. Yeah, it's really sad because I used to be, everyone used to be a big fan of WWE, but I think part of the reason why I missed the pay-per-view this past Sunday was just my head's just wrapped up on AEW and other wrestling, because there's almost always something that catches my attention. Even fucking Impact, bro. Impact, when I was watching Su Yung and Rosemary, their shit was dope. And my apologies, I don't really watch Impact. I don't really pay attention, but you know, with the Johnny Mundo, Brian Cage shit, that's some dope shit. New Japan, come on, bro. G1's coming up. G1 is coming up. This year's gonna be the first time I'm gonna catch up on that or pay attention to it. So that's gonna be very exciting. And man, AEW is just on the rise, and it's scary, man. I'm not even worried about WWE talent wanting to leave. That's not even it, because WWE can definitely do well right now, not before. again, I just want to use the Kofi Kingston build to WrestleMania. That was amazing, right? Even though they did the exact same thing 2 weeks in a row, even though Kofi isn't the best promo, the build for that match made me want to watch WrestleMania. Just that match alone. So it's not like WWE can't do it now. They can. They just did it in the early part of this year. So fuck, man. Like, I'm not telling WWE to step up their game because I'm in no position to be that guy, but man, I want to like it because I want to like wrestling. I feel like with AEW being a weekly show starting in the fall, 2-hour show, once a week, I'm so hyped because I'm going to be following the shit out of that fucking weekly show, man. Fuck. Oh, in other news, fucking, I've been seeing this Twitter back and forth with Will Ospreay and Seth Rollins. I mean, a lot of people have chimed on it, and man, fuck, Seth Rollins, bro. What the fuck? You were good at the beginning. You replied really well, but like everyone said on Reddit, on Twitter, on Instagram, on whatever, if you're saying that you're better than Will Ospreay because you have more money than him, fuck you. In what fucking world can you just go, hey man, the skill that we both have, that we're trying to kind of have a banter to see who's better? Yeah. No, I have a better grasp of that skill. Why? Because I have more money than you. Fuck, you lose, bro. You lose, man. And I was reading that interview with Seth Rollins about him talking about his brother Dean Ambrose, John Moxley, and I'm like, what the fuck? It sounded like he's implying that Dean Ambrose is a quitter, man. When he faced adversity, he jumped ship and left. I'm like, bro, I feel like from what they were doing with Roman Reigns, I feel like if Roman had the opportunity, he would go as well. Like, fuck, if I was in their position, because, man, I can so relate to, because with my own personal experience right now with my job, it's just, I can just relate when you feel like you could be doing better elsewhere, you know, where you feel like you can almost unlock your potential, where you feel like you're being held down. Man, that's the worst feeling. No money in the world can be paid. Actually, that's a fucking lie. If you pay me $1 billion to be complacent, I'll be complacent. But you can't pay me $1,000 and be like, just chill here and ride to sunset, you know? Fuck that. Life is better than that. Especially wrestling, my God, man. I bet, like, I haven't personally trained for professional wrestling. I've never professionally wrestled before. But my God, I bet it's super addicting to be in front of that crowd and perform, man. My God, I can only imagine. Ugh. Well, to end this kind of segment, you know, good luck to WWE. It seems like CM Punk's words in that pipe bomb is kind of being real, you know? Like when he said that this place is going to be better when Vince McMahon leaves, or dies, rather. It's not so much Vince McMahon dying, but, man, like, fuck. It could be better with Triple H, man, I swear to God. It could be better if Triple H was in the helm. Because how they're running NXT takeovers are quality fucking pay-per-views, man. Quality, Jesus. I was talking with Dixon about this, and he said, so he was at Double or Nothing, and he says that NXT TakeOver 25 was better than Double or Nothing, okay? Like, that's how good that pay-per-view was. My God. Amazing wrestling. Speaking of Double or Nothing, let us end this podcast with the Fyter Fest pick'ems. Yeah, Fyter Fest pick'ems. So I just want to give you guys who I think is gonna go over, because I think they're gonna be setting up some storylines there. So it'll be dope. So first match, Michael Nakazawa, Alex Jabali. I think because it's a CEO event that Jabali should go over. I mean, maybe it's a hardcore match, no DQ, so I think there's going to be a run-in. But I see Jabali going over on this match. On the pre-show, I see Kylie Ray versus Leva Bates. Kylie Ray versus the librarian female version, so they have a male and female librarian. I see Kylie Ray going over here. I can't see, because the librarian gimmick is almost just like for, I think it seems like it's for BTE. I still don't know what they're trying to do with this librarian gimmick, but they definitely need to give, because they seem like they're going to push Kylie Ray as the Bailey of the women's division and Britt Baker as the main heel, the Alexa Bliss of the division. I think that Kylie Ray is going over here because I think that they're going to make, because I think they said they were going to unveil the women's championship in All Out. So I think they're going to start with Kylie Ray versus feuding with Britt Baker for the women's championship, for the AEW women's championship. Three-way tag. Best Friends, SCU, and Private Party. Okay, it says here that winners advance to All Out for an opportunity at a first-round bye for the AEW World Tag Team Championship Tournament. Now, Tony Khan came on to the Steve Austin show, Stone Cold Podcast. Jeez, fuck, I don't know how to talk. And he announced that they were gonna have an AEW World Tag Team Championship when they go to weekly in the fall. And I think that this is gonna be somewhat like the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, but better because it's for the World Tag Team Championship. Who do I think is gonna go over in this match? I want Best Friends to go over because they're the meme team, dream team. But I don't know, man. I see SCU, because this is for the first round bye. I see SCU winning it because it's SCU. I'm looking at Private Party right now, and I'm like, fuck. It'd be a surprise when a Private Party wins this. But you know what? I'm locking it in. SCU is going over on this match. Next match, Yuka Sakazaki versus Rio versus Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose is going over. They're going to build Nyla Rose as the Nia Jax of this division. And they do need, because they're not going to have Awesome Kong every week, I don't think. So I think they're building Nyla Rose up to be a monster. If it wasn't Nyla Rose going over, I would like to say that they're probably going to push Yuka to go over, but I don't see that happening. I think what AEW is going to do is they're going to stick the Joshis with the Joshis for a little bit, not the entire time, so that they can make pay-per-view matches way better with the mix of Joshi versus non-Joshi wrestlers. I do see Nyla Rose going over here, so locking it in. Nyla Rose is my pick. Oh, this is a hard one, my man. Christopher Daniels versus Sema. Chima? Is it Chima? Sema? I'm pretty sure it's Sema. They have a long history together. I see the Fallen Angel going over here. But actually, no, I take that back. So there was a video on the All Elite Wrestling YouTube channel where SCU, or is it Being the Elite channel? Yeah, Being the Elite channel, where they visited the OVE training facility in China. And I think that's kind of a foreshadowing that, and you know, Double or Nothing had Chinese wrestlers there. But I think this is gonna be a way to kind of introduce more of the wrestlers from OVE. So
because I'm dumb, it's OWE, not OVE. Fuck, I'm so dumb.
honestly see Sema winning this. I think that Christopher Daniels is really good at putting other wrestlers over, and I think this is a way for him to put over Sema so that people under Sema will look really good coming into those weekly shows, right? Because they need some solid workers. It's not, I almost called him a jobber, man. I'm not trying to disrespect the industry, bro. I know my place. I'm a fan. I can't be using those terms because I'm not like, I'm a smart mark. I know insider terms. Yeah, fuck you. Oh, shit. The four-way. Jimmy Havoc, Jungle Boy, MJF, Adam Page. I saw a theory that Chris Jericho is going to do a run-in on this to kind of distract Hangman, because we all know that if Hangman didn't win the Battle Royale in Double or Nothing, he was going to win this one, because they're very, very clearly pushing Hangman to be their babyface top guy, right? I as I said in episode 5, I think that they're gonna have Chris Jericho win at All Out, but ultimately, I think they're gonna have MJF, Adam Page as their heel face top or main event kind of upper card feud, man. Like, I see, especially MJF, man. So MJF is fucking amazing at his heel work. He's the Miz, in which he doesn't turn off his gimmick even though he gets interviewed online. But my God, that man is just a stroke of genius. The hardest part for wrestlers to get over is the hardest part. I think the hardest thing to be good at in wrestling is being good at promos. And MJF has that promo game down, son. He has a good look, very punchable face, and I've seen him kind of not make kids cry, but make kids cry. I don't know if he's made kids cry, but he's that type of heel, very engaging with the crowd, you know. I want to see him as world champion someday just so that he can lose it. You know what I mean? So I see MJF going over on this match to set up something for Fight for the Fallen, to set up something for their weekly show. Everything that they're doing with Fyter Fest, with Fight for the Fallen, and with All Out is to set up their fall weekly show. They need to get that brand settled so that when people tune in every week, they're not confused at who's the champion, who's feuding, nothing's getting established, everything has already been set in stone, or not set in stone per se, but the building blocks for the feud have already been set. The foundation for the feud has already been set. Jon Moxley versus Joey Janela. Jon Moxley is going over for the sake of why? Why do I think he's going over? He has a match with Kenny Omega, and it'd be at All Out, and it wouldn't be a good look if he didn't go over in this match. But I wouldn't be fucking mad if Joey Janela goes over in this match. Honestly, I wouldn't be. That would be that would be a good finish in terms of surprise factor, and with the theme of Fyter Fest being this mix between gaming and wrestling. I know that doesn't make sense, but what I'm trying to say is you're going to need to have a surprise finish. And I think this would be a good surprise finish, because Jon Moxley is not going to hurt losing this match at all. He's not going to, his credibility is not going to take a hit if he doesn't go over against Joey Janela. But if Joey Janela goes over, or not, but Joey Janela going over does more for him than it does for Jon Moxley. So I think it'd be dope if Joey Janela goes over. I think I convinced myself. Yeah, I convinced myself. Joey Janela's going over in this match, man. That'll be hype. I know my brother, my boy Dixon, my brother Dixon, is gonna enjoy big bad boy Joey Janela going over. That's gonna be hype. The pop's gonna be unreal. The 6-man tag, the Elite versus Lucha Bros and Laredo Kid. That's going to be a dope match. Of course, this is Kenny Omega's event, so he's going over. That's a no-brainer. The Doi. Also, the Lucha Brothers beat the Young Bucks in AAA for the AAA Tag Team Championships. They're trading wins. They're working together. Obviously, Kenny's going over. I think this is going to be the main event. My boy Dixon, I forgot, what did he say? I think he said the Jon Moxley Joey Janela event is going to be, or match is going to be the main event. I don't think so. Definitely, since, again, this is Kenny Omega's event, he has to main event because he has to close the show. And goodbye, good night, bang. Amazing, right? Amazing. Cody versus Darby. So my boy Dixon think Darby's going over. I think Cody's going over. But it would then mean that Cody wins 2 pay-per-views in a row, and they're saying that wins and loss matter. Now, if they're trying to build their wrestlers, I would go with Dixon and say that Darby will go over here, but man, like, If he was to go over, he would have gone over Jon Moxley in Northeast Wrestling, but I guess that's out of their control. I don't know. This one's a toss-up. My brain is telling me that Cody's going over because it's Cody. But my heart is telling me that Darby's going to go over. But then I don't know what their plans for Darby is, right? After this, it'd be good if Darby goes over, Joey goes over, and they feud after this. I see Darby and Joey feuding after this. Either that, or they can play it safe and have Darby and either Jungle Boy or Jimmy Havoc or Sunny Kiss. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Sunny Kiss. Sorry, I take Sunny Kiss out. Yeah, Jungle Boy or Jimmy Havoc to feud with him after, but we'll see. We'll see. Locking it in. Darby Allin going over. All right, so that is my Fyter Fest pick'ems. I know Dixon, you're going to appreciate that. I'm very excited to go see Fyter Fest with my boy Dixon. We're going over his house this Saturday to go see it. Now, you guys know I live in Canada, so we won't be getting it for free because I looked it up online. Fight TV, I think it's like $9.99. Fans were kind of outraged about it, but who gives a fuck, right? It's $10, bro. $10 to like. Come on. Like, unless you don't have a job, you can't bitch about $10, man. The food that you're going to eat is going to cost more than the pay-per-view that night. So, yeah, I'm excited to see that. Of course, after the event next week, I'm going to go cover post Fyter Fest. And then I don't know when Fight for the Fallen is, but I think it'll be sometime in July, maybe mid-July. So I'm going to cover that too. Just a little heads up, I'm gonna be going to. Oh, what do you mean? I'm gonna be going to Victoria the week after to go watch UFC 239, John Jones versus Thiago Santos. That I'm also gonna cover. Oh shit, man! The GOAT, Artem Lobov, beat Paulie Malignaggi in a bare knuckle fighting championship fight. Like. Holy shit, Paulie being a championship boxer, or an accomplished boxer, I thought he was going to piece fucking Artem up, but no, fucking Artem gave it to him. That was amazing. I was very surprised about that. Korean Zombie, fucking making that comeback against, who the fuck did, Hinata Moicano, man. Hinata Moicano, bro, he was up there, he was almost there. It was a toss-up between him and Brian Ortega, but he lost to Jose. Now he just lost to Korean Zombie, so he's on the downward right now. I hope he recovers and comes back. Big fan of Hinato, but Korean Zombie, man, fuck yeah, good for you, bro. Nice comeback from the Yair knockout. I know that was like an amazing knockout, but it's good that he made a comeback. I also heard he's higher in the rankings than Yair, which further proves that MMA rankings don't make any fucking sense, right? It is what it is. Okay, that is episode 7. Please tune in next week on Tuesday for the post-Fyter Fest coverage, as well as maybe I'll throw in a little personal story there. All right? Peace, motherfuckers. I love all y'all. I love Cynthia. Till next time, motherfuckers.